بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الأمين. Inshallah, in this video, we're going to continue our database series. And inshallah, in this video, we're going to talk about few points related to the report, how to create a report, how to format the report, how to sort the report, whether it's in ascending or in a descending order, and much more. So just let's have a look. This is our database. We're going to continue using the same database that we have created in the previous video. Now, the query is ready. All we need to do, we need to create the report from this query. And after that, we'll see what else we need to add to the query. See here, this is just like you need to apply two queries, which is just like for the general action and advanced, and for the rank is 200 or less. We'll see how to do that. First of all, we need to go and create a report because the query is just like it's ready. We can just add those fields to the query. We'll open the same query that we have just worked on it and add these two criteria for the query. The first criteria, they ask you in the genre, you need to add action or adventure. You need to go to the same field, which is genre. This is the genre. We need just down to it. We need to add action or adventure. How to check whether the query it has been applied or not? We need to run the query. See, after we run the query, it's clear that we have only the fields which including the two words action or adventure. So this is the first thing. It is clear that. Again, we'll go to the design view, and the second criteria, which is rank is 200 or less. 200 or less, I think we have talked about this earlier. 200 or less, that means less than or equal to 200. So it will be less than or equal to 200. This is the second criteria that we need to apply it in the rank. As it's mentioned, the rank is less than or equal to 200. Again, we need to, yes, as you can see here, this is the rank now. So the maximum rank that we have is 200. So now the two criteria are working fine. So we need to go back, save our query. That is all about the query. We have just finished the query, add the fields, and also add the criteria for the query. Now we need to create our report. Again, we need to go to the tab create. Then we have report wizard. So we need to create our report from where? From the query that we have just created. And we need to select all the fields. Just go through the concept of see, they ask you to create create a tabular report. The report, we need also to see that the orientation is a landscape for the ascending and ascending order of sorting. We'll do it later. Do not group. This is group and this is do not group. You need by default to leave it as do not group. Then we'll continue. No need to make anything here. Just we'll make sure that the report is landscape. Then we can take the name, which is Top Entertainment Games, and put the name to the report that we are creating now. Now we need to finish the report. Yes, this is the report. The report is ready. I'm not going to take long time in the report because still there are some few things you need to work in them with the report. In order to make any modification to the report, either you can go to the design view for the report, work on the design view, or you can just go to the layout view, which is much easier. As you can see here, from the layout view, I can easily select any field just by holding the control key. Then you can just make a change for the field that you need to work on it. So for example, here, I need just to extend a little bit. I need to decrease to change the size of this. Then I can just move it a little bit just to give it space for the rest of the, and also I can use the arrow keys. Yeah, I can just extend a little bit. So you need to work on this. You need to adjust the report using the layout view. After that, the thing which is very important for us, we need to see how to work with the sort and how to add, how to make this calculation, which is the earliest release. Yeah, those are too much important. For the sort, this is the first thing, just to make sort for our data. It is also easy to make the sort either from the layout view or from the design view. So it's better to go to the design view for sorting. So I will go to the design view. Now what you have to do, you need to go to the report design, then you have group and sort. You need to click on the group and sort. Automatically it will add for you, add group and add sort. I need to add the sort. I will click and see what kind of sort I should apply. So they ask you to sort data into ascending order of genre. Ascending order of genre. I need to select the field which is called genre. Ascending order, that means from small to big or from A to top, as it's mentioned here. So this is the first ascending order. Now I need again, sorry, this is for this descending. I need to change it. Descending order, that means from that to top. This is a descending order. The second one, it's ascending order of rank. I need again to add a new sort. This is the genre. As you can see here, now I need to add rank, and this time it's ascending order. That means from smaller to larger. This is how to create the sort. See, now I make two sort for the genre. It is Z to top, and for the rank is smaller to big. So this is the first thing. It's over. Now we have one more thing to do. They ask you also to include only the, this is the title of the report. Is already finished. Now they ask you to calculate the earliest released year and place this below the release date. This is just like we need to explain what the examiner wants you to do. Here, as you can go back to the layout view, you can see here this is something called released year. If we just extend this, those are the released year. They ask you just to find out the earliest released year. The earliest released year. That means the first year that those things has been released. So how to do that? It is easy to do by selecting all the released years. So after that, again, go to the report layout. Then you have just like the calculation, you need to select, if I want to the earliest released year, I need to select the minimum of this value. So I select all the release year. This is the first step. Then go to the calculations and select minimum. Then if I scroll down, yes, see, it's automatically show you now the earliest released year. It's being added to your report, which is 1991. What's next? They ask you the last thing to add this label to the earliest released year, you need to add this label just next to the earliest released year. How to do that? How to add the label? You can just go to the labels. So here also the best to do this in the design view. Go to the design view. See, this is the equation that we have just done for the earliest release year. Just next to it, I need to add this label, and just write whatever. It's just, can just go to the format. I can just work on the format little bit, make it center, make it bold, black. And now I need to decrease the size of this one. Also, addition to that, they ask you to add your name, center number, and candidate number. The ID is the same. You're going to add another label. So it depends on where they ask you to add, whether it's in a page or in a report footer. If it is in a page footer, you need to add it in the page footer. If it is in a report footer, you need to add it in the report footer. So we assume they ask you to add in the page footer. All I need to come and add another label, write your name, comma, center number, comma, candidate number. Also, you can make some changes just by go to the format, make it again black and bold. Then you need to save your report. Now we just have a look at the report. If I just scroll down, yes, and now it's showing earliest game release, which is 1991, and this is my name, center number, and candidate number. If you go to the print preview also, it can see it will be more clear. So I need to go and see all the details of the report. Yes, see here. This is the earliest released year. It's already being shown at the bottom of the report. This is most important thing that you can just find in the reports. This is, as it mentioned, also your name, center number, and can be at the footer of the report. If they ask you at the footer of the report, you need to make it at the footer of the report. If it is at the footer of the page, you need to add it to the footer of the page. That is all for today related to the how to create a report, how to work with a sort, and how to make a calculation using the functions in the report itself and add a new label for that. Addition to that, how to add your name, center number, and candidate number right to the report. I hope this has been informative for you. Thank you very much. See you next time.